Hello and welcome back to my video about Python and Flask. In this video I will show you how you can validate your input from your put request from the previous video, and then I will show how you can redirect so we can get the right data out if it succeeds, and then I will display an error if something is going wrong. So let's starting to build our validation function. Up here I want to make a validate post data, and then I want to say data object. That's what we want to work with, and going down here, and inside here we have the post request. So what I will want to do is say if validate here is correct, then I will extend it, else I will return error. Put up here and here. Oops. And we want the post data inside here, data object. I love to indicate what I want to send inside. I think it's a word damage in the brain, but yeah, here we go. Going up here and say return true if we restart our application and say start this one. We'll want to succeed. So if I say false and restart the application, it should say error. So that's part working perfectly. So let's starting to validate our data. What we want to validate is if we have a name in data object, and we have an area in the data object, and we have an ID in the data object. That's what we want to think about. So it should return true, else we want to return false. It's very basic validation here. You can scroll down here and restart application, and going back, and you can see we have our body here. If I say this one, say whoops, not safe, so inside here it should be succeeds. That's a wrong validation here. Yes, I have it here. So and try it again, succeeds. And if I remove the ID here, it should making an error, and it's doing. So that's correct. It's very basic. So we can continue down here. And why we do this, keep it and not just put the post data, is because if we define what we want to insert into employees list with the dictionary, that's meaning if you type something wrong, let's say I can say my own key here and say test, you will see it still succeeds, and if you return it out, it will of course be the right data here. The next one I promise you to explain, it's the response code. So let's going out here to say it's going good or it's going wrong. In this case, if it succeeds, we want to redirect. So we want to redirect it again. So going up and import redirect class, so we can redirect it on succeeds. Now we are ready to replace the succeeds with redirect, and we need the location should be employees, and we have a spelling error up here I have seen. So let's replace this and then rerun the application, and of course we need the replace inside here, and then send it out. And you can see we have Bob with us here. If I do it again, we have 2 of the 4, so that's perfect. That's meaning when we send in a put request, then we will redirect to the get request after, so we get the newest data. That's very useful when you're working this way. The next step we want to do is sending out the response. So if we have an error, then the user know it's something wrong. We need to go down here and say the response is equal to response, and again we need to go up and import this from the Flask, going down so we can continue, and inside here we want to dictionary. One should be the error, you can say invalid employee data, and then we can make a help string here, wrong input data, that's fine. And down here we want the status should be 400, and the MIME type should be JSON application JSON, so we know the return data should be a JSON. And if you just run this, I will try this, then you will realize it's will give me an error because we need to convert that directory to a JSON. But let's try to get the error. I'll remove this and send it inside, and you can see it's not correct. So we need to here JSON dumps, and going down here, and the simple thing we need to do is import JSON, and then we have it down here, down here, and it's allowed, and going back and say send it in, and we get the right one. So this is the basic about the pull request, the response where you change the header. You can see it up here. We get the 400 back request and how you can redirect. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please make the comments below, and I hope you want to subscribe my channel. In the right corner, press on the thing to subscribe, and I hope you want to give it a like, and of course share it with your friends so more people can get in touch with my videos. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for subscribing. See you next time.